Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, I had this elaborate plan as usual to get you guys some good video and some drone shots and everything else, and I'm behind. I mean, I just go about things in the most backward manner always. I swore the last time I used this sprayer that the next time I'd have a foam marker system, and with all this stuff with the house going on and money going out faster than it's coming in, it seems like anyway, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So we may do with some added boom extensions, we'll say, with a couple of drop chains, and it'll get me pretty close according to my calculations. So I'll turn you around here in a minute and show you that. We're just going to do a little bit of spraying today in the orchard grass. I'm running so late, I don't think the oats are ready yet. I wanted to before the rain comes in, but we might get to that one day next week. So probably not going to be the best video in the world, but stick around and let's see what we can do. Well, there's my solution to not having a foam marker. I just added a couple of aluminum pieces of channel strut, unistrut basically, and a couple of drop chains, and according to my measurements and my calculations, when we're going down through the grass, which I'll be able to see easily, the tractor tread, excuse my hand on the screen, we'll mash the grass down, and then we'll come over and the drop chain will be right on the edge of the tractor tread, and that'll get me within about 85 to 88% overlap of where I need to be. Putting a little extra stress on my booms. It's not real smooth out there, but it's not like I'm running over plowed ground doing burn down anyway, so we're gonna see what we can do. I normally don't let you guys in on a lot of my chemicals that I'm using in herbicides, just because it keeps the riffraff down. So probably do the same here. I did vouch for a little bit higher quality 2,4-D, we'll say, for the orchard grass. So let's get that in the tank and get out here and get to spraying before it gets dark. Well, I don't mind admitting when I fail, and that was a failure. A little heavy on my little booms there, bounced around quite a bit. Not that big of a deal either way. I mean, I've winged it for a full season now and done pretty good. So we're just gonna do that. I gotta run around the edges. The biggest problem was I didn't realize how much boom I had sticking out with no spray nozzles on it, so I couldn't get around the edges, and it made turning around quite difficult, so I didn't get you guys any footage. I think I turned the camera on one time on the tractor. So I'm gonna run out here and finish up what's in the tank around the edges, and then I think everything, you can see the oats there, they're about, most places they're about 8 to 10 inches. So I know I'm gonna go ahead and spray this field because it's got that pokeweed in it, or whatever you call it. We'll spray it tomorrow. I think I can catch it in the morning before the wind gets up, and then the rest of it's mediocre. We may wait a little while longer on it because it's probably still wet, but I'm gonna spray this with the same herbicide I sprayed the orchard grass with, higher quality, and see if I can tell the difference between the two versus the 2,4-D I used in the past. So anyway, might get you a little bit of footage now. I don't have to worry about tearing the booms off. Probably out of breath, so overlook that, but we'll spray this field here behind me tomorrow. I know tomorrow is the lowest chance of wind. Between tomorrow's Good Friday, I'm off from the daily, and then Saturday it's supposed to be 85. but I think the winds are like 15 to 20. We'll just have to see. I mean, that's not really bad considering, but got the tractor up here, run some water in it, gonna run some clean water through tonight. Don't want that stuff to gel up or anything. I had that problem one time. And then once we get finished with the oats, we'll run the tank cleaner through it. I believe I can get that one tomorrow, and if the wind doesn't pick up, I might go ahead and knock it all out, because the ones in the bottom are on the borderline. I mean, they can stand to be a little bit taller, but I really don't want, they're not chasing the weeds away as quick as this middle field, so I don't want them to get overcome waiting around. So we'll see. I mean, worst case, if something happens, then it's a lesson learned, just like my marker poles. I had to walk down here and get my tools where I took those off so I could get the last field edge. But anyway, guys, we'll bring you back tomorrow and get a little bit of that, and then we'll probably just call this one spraying 2025 of the oats and orchard grass. Welcome back, guys. Overlooked the breeze. That's all I'm gonna say. That's why it's been 4 or 5 days since we filmed the last time. I was gonna come up here the very next day. The winds picked up and it's just been unreal, honestly. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to spray, and what I'm spraying is not a big deal because it's all the same crops, not burned down, worried about getting on something else or anything like that. But it's just been relentless, so I can only imagine what most of the guys here in North Carolina are going through, at least in my area. Going ahead and give you fair warning. It's supposed to be 87 degrees today, so I've got the sleeveless shirt on and shorts. I'm breaking in a new pair of lace-up boots, which I haven't worn in 10 or 12 years. Jack's down here about to tear the fence off, so it's going A+ today already. But I didn't get much footage when we first started spraying the orchard grass. The boom extensions were a complete failure. We talked about that a little bit. I'm just going to wing it today like I always have been. Need to get this sprayed, unhook the sprayer, get the bush hog back on the tractor, and call it good for another month or two. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how good the hyper boost is on my GoPro here. I might try to put you out on the boom or something, but we're back farming for at least another day, so stay tuned. Let's see what we can get accomplished. right, guys, I think that's where I'm gonna leave you. I got the tank filling up, some cleaner, get that taken care of, unhook it, put the bush hog back on it, call it a day. The wind held down good enough. I think I got pretty good coverage. I didn't mention when we got started today, I decided against putting the same herbicide on the oats as I did on the orchard grass, just because of my OCD. I want to keep everything the same. We'll see how that does with the broadleafs out there in the orchard grass versus here. A lot of the same weeds, so we'll see which one does better. Pretty much spot on my mix. I had to get a couple more gallons. I forgot this little corner up here that I didn't calculate in when I did it, but you know, my overlap is not anything like it would be with GPS or the foam markers, but I've got it down pretty good, especially when I can see the tractor tracks, which the only place I had trouble with that was the outside field there, the last one closest to the highway. But we may do, so it's got to be pretty close because I didn't have way too much. We didn't run out way too soon, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned for the loader video. Got the radiator back in that, get it going hopefully, and tear this house down soon. So I really appreciate everything, guys. I know it hadn't been a whole lot on the farming aspect, but it's not going to be too long. We're going to have to get the hay bine out and the baler and see what we can do with some of this hay and possibly cut some oats. So definitely stay tuned, more coming down the ladder. Really appreciate everything, guys. Thank you for following along. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Till then, thank you.